Imagine bringing home a tiny 35 pounds, 8-week-old Cane Corso puppy. That's exactly what happened 24 months ago when Bear came into my life. The journey began in Atlanta, where I found Bear on an American Kennel Club website. Securing Bear wasn't as simple as paying a deposit and waiting. It came with a contract, a document some may find daunting, but to me, it was a breeder's promise to protect the bloodline and ensure the health of these majestic dogs. From the moment Bear set paw in his new home, I knew I had to be his alpha, not through shouting or physical discipline but through positive reinforcement. Treats, praises, and a strong, guiding presence were my tools of choice. Being Bear's alpha wasn't about asserting dominance, it was about providing him with the stability and leadership he needed to thrive. Bear was not just a puppy, he was a commitment, a responsibility that required me to step up and be his alpha. Owning a Cane Corso is not for the faint-hearted or cash-strapped. It demands dedication, consistency, and a sizable budget. Crate training is essential, especially when it comes to housebreaking. Consistency and routines can't be overstated. Regular feeding times, walks, and bathroom breaks all help in establishing a routine that your Cane Corso can follow. Feeding time in particular is a golden opportunity for training. Bear was never allowed to eat without a bit of training first. The food bowl would go down, but he'd have to wait for a command before he could dig in. This helped reinforce the importance of obedience and patience. Leash training was another crucial aspect, especially considering the size and strength Bear would grow into. It was all about teaching him not to pull on the leash, guiding him to understand he wasn't the one leading the walk. Bear was not just an adorable puppy, he was a powerful, majestic being in the making, requiring consistent training and an owner who could afford his needs. Bear's size and power meant he needed to know how to behave around others and respond to my commands promptly. A tool I found useful for this was a shock collar. Now before we get into a debate, let me clarify that I barely used the shock feature. I tested it on myself at full power, so I knew exactly what Bear would feel. After just one shock, all I needed was the beep function or sometimes just the sight of the remote to get him to obey. Early socialization was also key. While I'm not a fan of dog parks, I made sure Bear had plenty of encounters around town with people and other dogs. Teaching him basic commands like sit, stand, lay down, stay, and come was a daily routine for many months. This took a minimum of 20 minutes each day, but it was all worth it. Bear wasn't just a pet, he was a part of the community, and needed to learn how to interact safely and obediently with others. If you thought owning a Cane Corso was all about power and majesty, let's talk about the less glamorous side. The hygiene. Bear, like many of his breed, is a slobber machine. He drools, shakes it everywhere, and has a penchant for rolling in mud, grass, and anything else he can find. His gas would make a skunk blush and his snores can shake the walls. But it's not all mess and noise. Bear has grown to a formidable 30 inches at the shoulder and weighs in at 130 pounds. This isn't a dog you can ignore. He needs regular exercise, at least 3 miles every other day, and plenty of attention. Bear is also incredibly clingy. He's not the kind of dog you leave at home alone. He's always by my side, always watching, always protecting. Bear is more than just a dog, he's a loyal companion, a protector, and a part of the family. Owning him has taught me patience, dedication, and the importance of leadership, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, what's the takeaway from owning a Cane Corso like Bear for 24 months? It's about leadership, consistent training, acknowledging the financial commitment, and embracing the challenges and rewards of his unique hygiene and personality. Stay tuned for more insights, tips, and experiences of living with a majestic Cane Corso like Bear. The journey is just beginning.